Claude Fable is just launched and I want to put it to the test. Can it replace After Effects? So I'm gonna make a SaaS animation completely from scratch using Claude. And I already experimented a bit and I found a crazy method to make it work 10 times better. It's by using a specific file which I will share with you for free. Let's jump into it. So I'm here in Claude and I'm gonna use the new Fable to do all of this. And Fable also works so much better, but you can also try out Sonnet or Opus. It's a bit more cheap. And by the way, this is also not sponsored by Claude or something. I wish they would pay me for it, but that also means that I can be really critical and be fair. Again, I'm gonna use Fable 5 and I have a prompt. And by the way, this prompt you can also get down below. And these are just the scenes, scene 1, scene 2. And basically you can just replace some things that you want. For example, if you want more scenes or you want something different in the scene, you can just change whatever you like. So here I have like dark black background. What you can also do is you can just send this and then say, hey, I actually want to have a whole different animation, but based on the same style, I want to have 3 cards popping up in the beginning, for example. But we're just going to send this for now. And while this is loading, I can also tell you that if you are good at animation, you also know which style to use. You know which elements you can use to pop up. And someone that has never done this can probably not even come up with all of these scenes. And if you want to learn those animation skills, or if you want to learn more about AI, then do join the Full Stack Editor Club. It's an exclusive community full of editors that are all there to help out. Link is in the description. It is really slow. I think it's also because everyone is using Fable now. And I also think it's mainly because it's the first time creating this project. I'm sure that after this, it will be a bit quicker. At least I hope so, because I could have made those scenes already 3 times in After Effects, which is also not really fair since I opened After Effects when I was 16 and I'm now 29. There we go. It's done. And it also gives these instructions. Now with these instructions, it depends a bit if you're on Mac or Windows. It's quite similar. You can of course just ask it the instructions if you are on Windows. I'll just quickly show you how to do it on Mac. Basically, we have this zip file. I'm just going to click on that. I'm going to download it. I'm going to save it in this folder and then I'm going to unzip it there. And then I'm going to open up Terminal and then we're going to hack into the mainframe. Always when I open Terminal, I feel like such a hacker. Anyway, I'm going to type here CD and then space and then we're just going to drag this folder in and hit enter. That basically makes it so we're in this folder and then you type npm install, which will install it. And then we type npx remotion studio. There we go. And that will open it as you can see. And I'm really curious on what it will make. Let's start with this first animation. And to be honest, this already looks really nice. I'm quite impressed. And we have some motion here. That also looks cool. I see some motion blur, some transparency. And then the last one. Okay. Not really what I want with the image, but hey ho, not too bad. Now, as you can see, it says here install a ZOD as a dependency to change it or interactively control it. I do want that because there should be some features to at least adjust it a bit. As you can see, we don't have much adjustments availability, even though it looks quite cool. I might want to adjust this text, for example. And I actually don't know if that works. I actually also don't know if we can even adjust the text, but we're gonna find this out. And to install ZOD, we just have to upgrade the Remotion first. And we do that by going back to our terminal and hitting Control C to get out of this and type npx remotion upgrade. And now it's updated and then we paste this following command. Again, will also be in the description. That is done. Very nice. And now let's open the project again by hitting that npx remotion studio again. It should run it in the same window. There we go. Now if we scroll through it, we can already see something here. I see that we can adjust the offset, the scale and things like that. I also see these separate images and that's really great because that means that we can just replace these. So for example, we can go to the assets and then here you see also the assets. That's great. And then as you can see, they're here and we can just replace these with an image if we want to. Now this looks cool, but I found a better way. And that's by using a scale, and I've created a custom SaaS animation scale. You can also download that below completely for free. And let me show you how that works. So we can just go to Claude and we can do / and then add file. And then you can just add the scale to Claude. I already have it here, SaaS Remotion Animator. So I'm just going to copy my prompt. I'm going to go to a new window and I'm going to paste it. But this time I'm going to also hit / and then SaaS Remotion Animator. And then you can hit enter. Or what you can also do is go to your original chat and then just type something like, cool, now use this following scale to make the animation better. Bloop, bloop. Find out that you can also use the terminal thing to talk to Claude and then it will actually update your project live, which is cool, but a bit more advanced. But let me know if you want to see a video about this. And for the editors that are now watching and thinking like, oh, this is so scary, Tom, I totally get that. But try it out for yourself and really embrace it. Like exactly what I'm doing now, right? And if you're scared about losing clients, don't be. Trust me, most clients, they want to outsource it anyway. And they want to have someone that is an expert that is using these tools and creating a cool edit for them. It's also still really slow. Now, what is nice, of course, is that I could just turn this on and then walk away. That is nice. I could just run this and then maybe grab a coffee and then come back and then it's done. Or I could have multiple projects. That is nice also. Let's say I have like a client with 5 long form videos, want them all in the same style. I could do that. But for now, I do really have to wait and wait, which is a bit frustrating. Let's be honest. I don't like waiting. It is done. Now let's just do the same thing that we did before, which again is a bit frustrating. I think having it installed using Claude terminal just works a bit better because then it can just adjust the file along the way. Now we have to, like now I have to download it again, unzip it again. Here we go again. Anyway, to get out of this terminal, you just hit Control C on Windows and Mac, by the way, same thing. And then we just type in CD and then just drag this folder in. We just do the same thing. And this goes quite quick. It's just nicer if Claude can just update it all the time, right? Anyway, for now it's fine. npm install npx remotion studio. I'm so excited. I'm really curious what it's going to come up with. Okay, it's the same animation. That is fine. However, what I do see here, it added motion blur. That's already so cool. And that's not possible without that skill. It's like, it's really difficult to get that right. So that is really cool. This grid animation still sucks. It does have a nice vignette. Ideally, I want like a slow skill on this, right? But we can add that. We can just ask Claude to be like, hey, I want to add a slow skill on this. Anyway, let's say we're happy. We can just hit render and it works really simple. We have some settings here. It's already 4K. The frame rate is fine. The output is also fine. You can still change some settings here in other. I just keep everything the same and then you just hit render video and then it will just render it in this job thingy. And then you get something like this. I'm actually quite impressed, especially when I just started out. I couldn't make an animation that looks like this. Now, I definitely don't think it's perfect. I think I can still make a nicer animation with After Effects. But if there's one thing you take away from this video, again, I said this before, but try these things out. You want to be the front runner in this field because if you're an editor working with paid clients and you can optimize your time by adding some simple animations to a video so that you can maybe also focus on some more advanced animations in the beginning of the intro, then this is worth so much to you. And for a lot of clients, let's be honest, you also don't need crazy animations anyway, but do always add your creative freedom to it and your branding and your taste. Again, if you want to learn more about AI, animation, or video editing, do join the Full Stack Editor Club. Link is in the description. Let me know what you want to see next. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.